What is up guys, Rick here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to prepare that perfect Greek God dinner. So if you're following the Greek God program from KINOBODY, you're not going to want to miss this video. If you already have this program, you already know that this is a muscle building program. You're on a lean bulk, you're eating in a surplus 3 days out of the week, and you're eating closer to maintenance or in a slight surplus on your rest days. So you're still going to be getting in that fast. You're going to be breaking your fast with a small meal. Then you're going to be eating this big gigantic feast as a reward later on at night, and then before bed you're going to have another big meal. So this video is going to be dedicated more on that first feast, that big feast right after breaking the fast. And the first thing that pops in my mind when I think of a big feast is a big plate of steak and potatoes. So this video is going to be a tutorial on how to cook the perfect steak with the perfect kino potatoes. So let's go. Now, cooking the perfect steak does not have to be complicated. You know, there's a lot of videos out there that make it look so complicated, but you want to get that steak nice and crispy on the outside, juicy and not too well done on the inside. It does not have to be complicated. So we're going to take the steak out of the fridge. We're going to let it sit on the counter for about 10-15 minutes, just enough time to reach room temperature, and then we're going to season it nicely on both sides, on the sides, evenly on both sides. We're going to pat it down a little bit, and then we're going to start cooking it. Okay, so the steak is reaching room temperature, and for today's video we're using 14 ounces of New York strip loin. Look at that. Okay, so let it sit there for a bit, and we're gonna turn on the heat on the cast iron skillet. I highly recommend you using cast iron for steak. Cooks a lot more even. You want to season it evenly all around. So we're gonna put some salt. Put some pepper. Okay, and that's it. So now we're just gonna wanna press it in a little bit. You know, even on the sides. Okay. Now after you season it, I like to let it sit for another 5 minutes, just to let that seasoning settle in. Okay, so now what I like to do before putting the steak on the heat, I like to put the oil on the steak directly instead of putting the oil in the pan, because I'm measuring the 2 teaspoons. It's more accurate and we're not losing any oil. So we're going to take a teaspoon, and we're going to put 1 teaspoon on this side. You're going to flip it, and you're going to put another teaspoon on the other side. Okay, just like that. Okay, now the pan is nice and hot. The steak is ready to go on, okay? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it every 30 seconds. We wanna brown it on each side. So every 30 seconds we're gonna flip it. so now at this point it's already nice and brown. Watch, it's not too hot. It's already nice and brown on all sides. Now is the perfect time to add some garlic, some butter, and some herbs. Okay, we're gonna add the butter. Sorry, we're gonna add the garlic. And we're gonna take a tablespoon of butter. About a tablespoon of butter, that's all you need. That's all gonna melt. Okay, we're gonna keep flipping that steak. See how nice and brown it's getting? We're gonna use these juices. I'm gonna baste it. So every 30 seconds we're flipping, we're basting. So that's done. We're going to put it on the cutting board. You're going to let that rest for about 6 or even 7-8 minutes, okay? So we cooked it for 10 minutes, so you want it to rest for half the time. So 5 to 6 minutes before cutting it. Okay, so for the potatoes, now there's multiple ways you can make these potatoes, but my preferred way is taking the potatoes, washing them, cutting them up into little wedges, microwaving for about 10 minutes, and then roasting in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes just to get them nice and crispy. You get that seasoning done perfect with some salt, some pepper, some paprika, and then a bit of oil. Gets them really nice and crispy. Now, if you prefer to boil the potatoes before, go ahead, you can boil them and then roast them, but it's much faster by microwaving for 10 minutes and then roasting. Okay, so the potatoes are out of the microwave. Put them in a bowl. At this point, they're already cooked. So we're just gonna put some oil, some seasoning, and in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until they're crispy. Okay, so the steak is ready to be cut. Let's take a look on the inside. Look at that. Look at that, perfectly cooked, nicely pink on the inside, nice and crispy and juicy on the outside. Look at that. All right. I'm gonna finish cutting this. I'm gonna finish preparing the potatoes and the veggies. All right. Okay, so now a good trick is you're gonna wanna save that fat from the steak. And you wanna cook your veggies inside. Look at that. These roasted peppers are gonna be so delicious. And that steak, and that butter, that rosemary, that garlic. All right. Okay, so there it is, the beautiful strip loin steak feast with 400 grams of roasted potatoes and roasted red peppers. And I used the fat from the steak and the butter and the herbs to cook the peppers. So there you have it. Now, if you're not paying attention, this is 1,500 calories. So this is a huge meal, counting all the oils and butters with the 14-ounce steak. It's a huge meal, 1,500 calories. I broke my fast today with a Rice Krispie, a Kino Crispy, which was 230 calories, plus this, and then I'm gonna have another late meal before bed, which is gonna be another 800 to 1,000 calories. This is the program, this is the Greek God. You break your fast with a light meal, you have 2 big feasts, and you build muscle. That's how it is, that's how it is. All right guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. You must try this out. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. If you want to share it, please share it. And if you haven't bought the recipe cookbook yet, the link will be in the description, and pick up your copy of the Movie Star Chef recipe cookbook. Everyone is enjoying it. They're loving the recipes. They're posting their pictures. They're doing amazing. They're loving the Facebook group, the meal plans, and they're eating delicious meals like this, and they're getting leaner. They're building muscle. So don't forget, the link will be in the description, and I'll see you inside. All right, guys, have a great night. Hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao.